Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Just want to take a minute and tell you guys thank you so much for your continued support and viewership of my channel. It means the world to me. If you guys really enjoy the video, you can always exercise a thank you by hitting that thank you button down below. Also, please join the channel. Help us out. And every little bit you give helps so much. Enjoy this video. So today is the third part of a three-part video series in which I was doing a member suggested video of Nobara versus Big Linux comparison. And also Nobara OS will be coming next versus Big Linux. What I want to start off with is thank you for the great suggestion. It was wonderful. I also want to tell you that I have reviewed both of them, and I'll put the cards in the top for the different reviews that I did on them. And that is where I'm basing all this information from, apart from the actual release notes from each distribution as well. And the clear and concise winner is going to be Nobara OS. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you why that is. And so let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. So here we have Nobara OS. What Nobara OS brings to the table in its distribution for usability. It is Fedora based, one, so it's pretty stable. Two, Glorious Agro himself has created this, and he's built into it a custom built for gaming kernel, the FSync kernel. He also has installed right out of the box the third-party codecs. The NVIDIA drivers for GPU detection and auto driver installation happens automatically. Like, it will, you boot into it, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you boot into it with no mode set. As soon as you log into it, it'll automatically detect your video driver and offer you the right driver to install. OBS is completely set up and patched, ready for game, I said streaming here, but streaming, okay? Wine and Proton are both completely installed right out of the box. Lutris is installed right out of the box. Steam as well. Mango HUD, Go Overlay, and GameScope for HDR are installed right out of the box. As a whole, Nobara OS comes completely set up for gaming and is geared for gaming. Pretty much so, anything that isn't already installed to help you game or stream your game on either, your server or your YouTube or Twitch or whatever streaming platform you choose to stream on, if it's not installed, chances are you probably don't need it, or it's a complete one-off situation that only you and a few percentages of the people out there might need it. But as a whole, the entire distribution is set up just to start gaming right after. As soon as you get it finally installed, set up, all your stuff, connected, all your peripherals connected and read and detected, and next thing you know, you're just running games, period. And you shouldn't have to go into any type of add or remove software situation unless it's something specific, like maybe Kdenlive. I don't think is already installed in it in order to edit your footage or whatever. But at any instance, that is Nobara OS, and it is completely set up. Now, for the Big Linux OS, which is Manjaro based, it has a custom built kernel as well, but it's a standardized custom built kernel known as XN mod. Now there's another derivative of it. Well, not derivative, but alternative to it. It's called the Liquorix kernel. Both of them I've run and used over the course of the years, and they're extremely awesome. They do speed up your computer, and they do both help your performance, but not to the ability that the F-Sync kernel does with Nobara. It does have third-party codecs installed because it's AUR and arched based, so it comes with those already. It's not 100% FOSS like Debian. It does have the GPU detection as well, and a driver tool that you could use to install your NVIDIA drivers. Okay, and it's in the Big Linux welcome window that comes up, or script, or whatever it is that you call it, tool. It does not have OBS set up or patched in it. It does not have Wine or Proton installed at all. They're both available though, and so is OBS through the PAMAC repository that it uses. You can install 8.1 on there, 29.9 for OBS, and I'm not sure which one of the Protons it was, but it's the Glorious Eggroll edition, which is ironically the one that's in Nobara OS right from the get-go. It does have Lutris installed, but as far as like Wine is installed, you're going to have to install it as a runner, or whatever else you so choose to do. But it does have Lutris installed. It does not have Steam installed. Yes, it does have Steam installed, as well as Nobara does too. So it does have Lutris and Steam installed. It does have Mango HUD built into the Lutris portion, but not generically installed overall. There is no Go overlay nor game scope for doing any of the HDR. All of those things you're going to have to add on, and they're all available because they're in the Arch repositories and the AUR as well. But the thing is it is not a giddy up and go situation right out of the box. You're going to have to spend some time installing, configuring, and setting these up. Whereas in Nobara, they are completely set up for you. Now, does that mean that Big Linux OS is not game capable? Absolutely not. Because, as stated, you can install these in and of itself on your PC. Once you do this install, you just got to do the footwork on it. Glorious Eggroll has really done a lot of the footwork for people in setting up Nobara, and that's probably why Nobara, outside of the Steam Deck OS that Valve maintains, is probably the second greatest gaming OS out there that is available for Linux use at all. I mean, you can game on Pop, you can game on Debian, you can game on Jaro, you can game on Big Linux. You can definitely game on Linux by installing all these other things, but you got to have a little know-how on how to, and also know where to go to get them, and also how to configure them. To be honest with you, there's some things in the gaming world that if I were to install some of these applications, I wouldn't know how to configure them. To be honest, I'm not a hardcore gamer. I do enjoy gaming, but I'm a boomer, okay? I don't game like the newest, latest, and greatest games and looking for HDR. I probably couldn't even tell you the difference of HDR. My eyes don't see it anymore, I don't think. But at any instance, you can definitely set it up to game and do gaming as well. Now, that being said, you shouldn't be discouraged on trying to game on any Linux distribution whatsoever. But if you're looking for a great out-of-the-box Linux distribution to game on, Manjaro's it. I mean, Nobara is it. Big Linux Manjaro-based is nice. It's pretty close, but it does not compare. Sorry, it's not set up out of the box. And I'm being fair. I love the distribution. It comes from Brazil. The developers have had it and have been working on it for a long time, and they've done a great job with it. But not like Nobara. So there you go. There's your answer. There's the final summary on the Nobara versus Big Linux OS. you guys use either one of these distributions and you have a preference and as to why, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Also, you got any other user or member suggestions? Go ahead and subscriber suggestions. Go ahead and drop a comment down below. Also, message me. Don't forget to join the channel if you can. I prefer, you know, I totally am grateful for the memberships, but you know, if we can get people to join the channel, it helps keep the lights on, keeps the computer running, keeps the content coming. You know, it just makes it a little bit easier. All in all, that's it. That's all I have to say. You guys, thank you so much for what you guys do. Y'all keep doing what you do. Y'all keep on Linux, and y'all have a great day.